Yeah, man, a very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the People's Forum of In the Streets with Big Stone. On the lips of every single Jamaican is a video of a Chinese national slapping a Jamaican schoolgirl, easily identified by her school uniform in her face because of suspicion of theft or the inability to pay $40. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. Real Jamaicans. What the real Jamaican them there? Jamaican today has been cloned. The Jamaicans that we have at Jamaica, 90% of them is not the Jamaican that we started out with. They have been cloned. They have been put in this sleep, this dormant sleep, and they're fast asleep because their memory has been shattered. They forget 1918 what happened. They forget 1935 what happened. And they also forget 1965 what happened when Chinese go up against Jamaicans. They tend to forget that. They don't even understand what is happening. So Jamaica, it is not the Jamaicans that we have here that are here today. We're being run by aliens. We've been overrun by aliens, people that come and they take over your natural form. And then guess what? They act like you are who you are, but you're not. Jamaica, if we wake up, my brother, where on earth could this happen? When a young schoolgirl went into a Chinese establishment in a black-owned neighborhood, because they're all scattered in black-owned neighborhoods. They're all over the place. And whatever happened, because I was not there, so I cannot say definitively what was the circumstances surrounding that Chinese woman to assault. Because once you lay hand on that little girl, you assaulted her, much less slap her in her face. Once you touch somebody, you assault them. So what she did was she physically restrained this young girl. She had her under arrest because this little young girl was so terrified. She couldn't even move. And not even saying 2 words or 3 words to her, pow! She slapped her with a hard one that shook the little girl's face. Tears rose to my eyes because if that was my daughter, I would not be talking to you here today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's be intelligent here. My anger is not directed at every Chinese national because every Chinese national was not in that store. Every Chinese national that come to Jamaica doesn't do the same thing because they're smart enough not to do what that lady did. But what is happening? Is it because they own most of the island? Is it because when they come here to do work, they take up most of the jobs and nobody say anything? What is happening? Why this free roll of Chinese who think they can come to Jamaica? The bad ones I'm talking about, because they're good and bad in every people. So I'm not condemning an entire race. But I'm saying what is going on in Jamaica is appalling. It is not the first time in recent time that reports have been given by workers who are working with the Chinese who say that they're being treated like they're on the plantation. It is slavery. So what's wrong with you now? Tell me something, I'm going to lose your mind, because if you lose your mind, I'm going to pack up and leave you, so you know. I don't feel comfortable to live among some people but lost their mind. How come nobody now protest? Yes, this happened December last year, ladies and gentlemen, and they tried to suppress it. Even the parents tried to suppress it because when the Chinese lady was arrested the same day, last year, and she was brought before the court, it was not contested, which means the parents of the little girl said they don't want to have anything to do. Were they bought out for a few dollars? You're going to sell your dignity, your pride, your blackness, your race for a few dollars? What happened here? What happened here? The full brunt of the law should have been handed down to this woman without question. It is evident that she... Man, I'm so upset you wouldn't even believe it. So let's get back to this. 1918, 1935, 1965. We all know what happened. What happened in Jamaica when they tried to come up against us. When we were united as a race of people. When we had this love and this passion for country and for self. And since the influx of all different types of brand, different types of food being made overseas and all that, The mind of the people has been eroded, corrupted. Even our ministers and heads of government, their mind has been eroded and corrupted. And they're not serving the plight of the people. So Jamaica, only can fix yourself now. Only they laugh and I can't eat, because guess what? When we watched the video, it was not until that Chinese woman slapped the girl in her face that somebody even say something. People had their video cameras there and there was a lot of laugh and all that type of thing. Kingston. Try that in a Kingston. Try that right today in a Kingston, even though some of the man them lose their mind. But try that in a Kingston. Ladies and gentlemen, my video here today is just trying to aware us, a people, our color, our blackness, because guess what? Is all for one and one for all? No. So black people must say all for one and one for all of us. Because they are the bottom of the ladder, youth. The time when you spend a turn the gun for your own self, brethren. You know that educate yourself and start opening up some business. All you need is one little business to start and the community rally around, you know. Even if the man of his pay go up on the price a little bit, I'm telling you from time to time, buy black and support your own brothers and sisters. We open up business in our community. But you need to be blamed because you fail to support on your own kind. But I don't want then to get rich, you know, then they make a show off. Because some of the time so soon when you start make a little money, when you make that get to the head and start show up on the same people that when you and them go to school together and all of them suffer together. Jamaica have to wake up now, you know, full time, you know. We can't just sit down and make everybody come use you, know, my brother. But don't tell the youth them say set them setting up, you know, every single day. You know, system get set up. You know, see how much them setting up and having a brain. This is not the Jamaica of yesterday. The Jamaica of yesterday gone. Some of the smart ones them fly out and left with them here. So we have to buffer with our sense against a piece of rock, you know. It is important to remember that the real freedom fighters still lives in you. The nanny of the maroons, you think them gone away? But them find a way of to dormant the seed of nanny. Them find a way, we think, of to dormant the seed of Paul Bogle and dormant the seed of Sam Sharp. But they cannot dormant the seed of the Right Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Because the Honorable Marcus Garvey thinks it's not even just genetic, it's a mental concept. That's why I emphasize time in and time again, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Only you can free your mind. We get cloned out. You don't even watching the next door neighbor if you know it's not the same person. And I am. The man who lives next to you now behave the way I'm supposed to behave. Look on the little 16-year-old youth that I'm Montego Bay. Church him I come from. Him father and stepfather go pick him up. And gunman want him father. And bam, 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 a little 16-year-old man of might. That's what this teacher, the principal, called youth. A man of might. He was one of the most liked, loved students at Cornwall College. And he lies on a slab in the mall because we waste our time listening to some bullshit music. They took the ideology of real grassroots reggae music, the music that was the plight and the voice of the people, and then carrying some ping pong thing, brethren. Well, one man sit down with him finger in our studio and conjure up some sound to mash up on the mentality. You know, see it? And the real music we are bringing it together and I show you. So how to love one another, how to look out for one another, how to care for one another. We lack that. So Jamaicans, on a clown out, brother. Yeah, man, you're a bunch of clown out people. And you're clown. Yes, me, I tell you, brother. Because if you're not a clown, you have to do something about this. Get in the streets. Get your placards together. Organize your marches. And I emphasize peaceful marches because guess what? The power is not in the gun, my brother. The power is in the ballot. The power is not in the gun. Refrain from spending your money with them. How are you going to spend your money with some people that don't give a damn about you but they care about your money? $40. She humiliated this little girl. This little girl could not be eaten. Her school uniform, she could have easily said, okay, I have my eye on that little girl. She stole something from my store. I'm going to go to the school and make a report. She didn't do that. She didn't call the police and say, officer, a little girl wearing a blah 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 uniform, because this is evident where this little girl come from. And she can't be far, she must be from around the neighborhood. And she would not have come to that store. So easily identification could be placed on this little girl. And yet still this little girl was humiliated. This little girl was treated like she was nothing. She's now bearing the pain of her image scattered all around the world because she's humiliated and put to disrespect and shame. Jamaica, you don't know enough. I just might take on this enough. Wake up. Wake up a country of people. Because if one box got through, then there gotta be many more boxes. Because you know what? The Chinese are coming. You know a big stone telling her? The Chinese are coming. Me know a whole heap of them there. Enough of them there because them buy out the real estate. And them get it for little and nothing. And them go to the poor man who don't have nothing. Because the government, none of them government don't care about the people them. If them they care about the people and poor people, black people in Jamaica would never be in the situation that we're in. Them sell out. So Jamaica, wake up. Wake up and reclaim the dignity that Nanny of the Maroons gave us. Wake up and reclaim the dignity that Paul Bogle gave us. Wake up and claim the dignity that Samuel Sharp gave us. And wake up and claim the dignity that the Honorable Marcus Garvey gave us. I salute you, real Jamaican. Take a stance before it's too late. Thank you all for watching, and I do hope you can have a great day. Ja Ras.